Welcome to Lamplight Dreams. Tonight, you do not have to go anywhere. You do not have to do anything at all. You only have to rest here and listen. And let the words carry you somewhere soft and slow. So find the most comfortable place you can. Let your shoulders fall away from your ears. Let your hands grow heavy and warm, resting wherever they lie. And when you are ready, let your eyes drift gently closed. We are going to travel together now to a city that lives only in the quiet hours. A city of old stone and soft fog and 1,000 gentle lamps. Far away from here, beyond the rivers and the rolling hills, there is a city where the evening never quite turns to darkness. It is called Everwarm. And it is the very last city in the world that is lit by hand. Once, long ago, every city glowed this way. Every street had its lamps, and every lamp had someone to care for it. But the years moved on, the way years always do, slow and steady and sure. The newer cities filled with cold electric light. They glowed all at once, with the flick of a single switch. And one by one, the gentle cities faded away. All of them, except for Everwarm. In Everwarm, the lamps are still made of brass and glass. They stand along the cobbled lanes, like quiet old friends, waiting. They do not light themselves. They never have. And so, every single evening, as the sun slides low, and the sky turns the color of honey and rose, someone must walk the streets and wake each lamp by hand. That someone is Elias. Elias is the last lamplighter. The very last one. There is no other left in all the world who knows the slow and gentle craft. And he is older now, far older than he once was. His hair has gone the soft grey of wood smoke. His hands are weathered and warm. And he walks a little slower than he used to, but he walks the same path he has always walked. Every evening, without fail. He lives at the very edge of the old quarter, in a small and tidy home with a low wooden door. The kind of door you must lower your head to pass through. Inside, the rooms are warm and dim. There is a soft chair by the hearth. There is a kettle that hums low when the water is nearly ready. And there are shelves, and shelves of quiet old books, their spines worn soft from years of gentle hands. This is where our evening begins. It is dusk now, in Everwarm. The light through the small round window has turned a deep and dreamy gold. The fog has begun to gather in the lanes below, soft as wool, drifting low along the ground. And somewhere far away, a single bell rings slow, once, twice, marking the close of the day. Elias hears it from his chair by the fire. He does not rise at once. He never does. He lets the sound settle around him first, lets it fade, lets the quiet flow back in. And then, slowly, so slowly, he sets his hands upon the arms of the chair, and he rises. He moves to the corner of the room, where his old coat hangs upon a wooden peg. It is a long coat, the color of damp earth, soft and worn at the elbows from many years of wear. He draws it on one arm, and then the other. He fastens it slowly, from the lowest button to the highest, the way he has done 10,000 times before. There is a comfort in the doing of small things. The same things. In the same order. Every single night. There is no hurry in it. There is no worry in it. Only the slow and certain rhythm of a life well lived. By the door, there waits his lantern pole. It is a tall and slender thing, taller than Elias himself, made of dark and polished wood worn smooth by years of holding. At its very top sits a small brass cradle, and within that cradle, a single, steady flame. This is the flame he carries through the city. This is the flame that wakes all the others. It never goes out. He has carried it, and tended it, and sheltered it from the wind, for longer than he can easily remember. He lifts the pole now, gently, and the little flame sways, and settles. It casts a soft and golden glow across his face. And in the warm light of it, you might almost see him smile. He reaches for the low wooden door. He lowers his head. And he steps out into the gathering evening. The air outside is cool and soft. It smells of stone, and of fog, and of wood smoke drifting from the chimneys far above. The lane before his home is empty and still. The cobbles are damp and gleaming, holding the last of the daylight in their smooth grey faces. And all around him, the lamps are waiting. Dark and quiet. Their glass is clouded with the cool of the evening. They have slept all through the day, and now it is time to wake them, one by one. Elias breathes in slow, and breathes out slower still. And he begins to walk. His footsteps are soft upon the stones. There is no rush in them. He walks the way water moves in a slow and winding stream, unhurried, certain, following a path he has followed 1,000 times before. The fog parts gently around his coat, and folds closed again behind him. He walks toward the very first lamp. It stands upon the corner, where his own quiet lane meets the wider road. An old lamp, with 4 sides of clouded glass, and a small brass crown upon the top. Elias has known this lamp his whole life long. It was the first he ever learned to light, when he was only a boy, and the world was young, and his own hands were small and unsure. He pauses before it now. He always pauses here. He lets his eyes rest upon the old brass for a moment, remembering. And then, slowly, he raises the lantern pole. The little flame draws near to the clouded glass. It hovers there, soft, and golden, and warm. And then, with the gentlest breath of light, the lamp awakens. A glow blooms within the glass, slow and soft, like the first light of morning seen through half-closed eyes. It grows, and steadies, and settles into a warm and even gold. The fog around it turns to drifting amber. The damp stones beneath it begin to shine. And one small corner of the sleeping city is gently, quietly awake. Elias lowers the pole. He looks upon the light for a moment longer. And then he turns and walks on into the soft and waiting dark. This is how every evening begins in the city of Everwarm. One man, one flame, and 1,000 quiet lamps waiting in the fog. There is no hurry here. There is nowhere else to be. There is only the slow and gentle walk. Lamp after lamp, light after light. Through the winding streets of the last warm city in the world. And tonight, you are walking with him. So let your breathing slow to match his quiet steps. Let the soft gold light wash over you, warm and gentle and kind. There is nothing you must do now. There is nowhere you must go. There is only this, the fog, the flame, and the slow and certain rhythm of the night. Rest now, and we will walk on together. To the next quiet lamp and the next. Through the long and gentle evening of the last lamplighter. We are walking now, you and I, through the soft and quiet streets of Everwarm. Behind us, the first lamp glows warm and gold in the gathering fog. Ahead of us, 1,000 more, still sleeping, still waiting for the gentle touch of the flame. There is no hurry. There is never any hurry here. So let your breathing slow, and let your thoughts grow soft, and let us simply walk. Elias moves along the winding lane, his lantern pole resting easy in his weathered hands. The little flame at its top sways gently with each slow step, casting soft gold shadows on the old stone walls. The fog drifts low around his boots, parting as he passes, folding closed again behind. The street here is narrow, and old, and kind. The houses lean close together, their windows dark. Their chimneys breathing slow grey wood smoke into the evening air. Somewhere far above, behind a small round window, a single candle glows. Someone is home there, warm and safe, settling in for the long and gentle night. Elias knows them all. Every door, every window, every soul who sleeps behind these walls. He has walked this street for longer than most of them have been alive. And though he never knocks and never calls, he watches over them all the same. Lighting their way, keeping the dark soft, keeping the night warm. It stands beside a low stone wall, where ivy grows thick and green and old. This lamp leans just a little to one side, the way an old tree leans toward the light. It has stood here for 100 years, perhaps more. And in all that time, it has never once been moved. Elias pauses before it. He always pauses. He lets his eyes rest upon the worn brass, and he remembers. This was the lamp of the flower seller. Long ago, oh, long ago now, there was a woman who sold flowers on this corner. Her name was Marion. She had a small wooden cart, painted soft blue. And every morning she would fill it with whatever the season offered. Pale roses in the summer, golden leaves in the autumn, sprigs of green and white in the cold of winter. And she would stand here, beneath this very lamp, from the first light of morning until the soft gold of dusk. She was always smiling. That is what Elias remembers most. A quiet smile, warm and gentle and kind. She gave flowers to the children for nothing at all. She tucked small blooms into the coats of tired old men. And when the evening came and Elias walked his round, she would always have one waiting for him, resting on the edge of her cart. For the lamplighter, she would say, "Soft, and low, to keep the dark away. Marin is gone now. She has been gone for many quiet years. The flower cart is gone too. But the lamp remains. And every evening, when Elias lights it, he thinks of her. And of the soft blue cart, and of the flowers resting in the gentle gold of dusk. He raises the lantern pole now. The little flame draws near to the clouded glass. It hovers there, soft and warm and slow. And the lamp awakens. The glow blooms within the glass, gentle as a held breath. It grows and steadies and settles into warm and even gold. The ivy on the wall turns soft and green in the light. The damp stones begin to shine. And for just a moment, you might almost catch the scent of roses drifting through the quiet fog. Elias lowers the pole. He looks upon the light a moment longer. And then he walks on. The lane bends now, gently, to the left. The cobbles dip and rise beneath his slow and certain steps. The fog grows a little thicker here, soft and grey and cool, wrapping the world in quiet. You can hear the small sounds of the evening, if you listen. The slow drip of water from an old stone gutter. The distant creak of a wooden shutter swaying in the gentle air. The far, soft murmur of the river winding somewhere through the heart of the sleeping city. These are the only sounds. There is nothing sharp here. Nothing sudden. Only the soft and gentle voice of the night. Elias walks on, and we walk with him. It waits at the foot of a narrow stair. It is a small lamp, lower than the others, set close against the wall where the stone steps climb up and up into the misty dark above. These are the old steps. They lead to the upper quarter, where the rooftops crowd close together and the chimneys lean like old men sharing secrets. This was the lamp of the boy who counted stars. There was a child, once, who lived at the top of these stairs. A small and quiet boy, with a head full of dreams, and eyes that always turned upward. Every evening, when the lamps were lit, he would sit upon the top step, wrapped in a woolen blanket, and he would count the stars as they came out, one by one, above the rooftops. He could never quite count them all. There were always too many. They would scatter across the deep blue sky, soft and silver and slow, faster than his small voice could name them. But he tried every single night. And when at last his eyes grew heavy and the counting turned to dreaming, his mother would carry him gently inside to his small warm bed beneath the sloping roof. Elias would see him there some evenings as he lit this lamp. A small shape on the high stone step. A quiet voice, counting soft into the dark. 41, 42, 43. Slower and slower and slower still, until the numbers faded into sleep. That boy is grown now. He has long since gone away into the wide and waiting world. But Elias remembers him still. And when he lights this lamp, he thinks of the stars above the rooftops, and the small soft voice counting gently into the night. He raises the pole. The flame draws near, and the lamp awakens, soft and golden and warm. The stone steps glow gently in the light, climbing up into the fog. And high above, through a break in the drifting grey, one star appears. Just one. Soft, and silver, and slow. Elias looks up at it for a moment. And then he lowers the pole and walks on. Let your breathing slow now, a little more. Let it match the gentle rhythm of his steps. In and out. Slow and soft. There is nothing you must hold on to. Nothing you must carry. Let each slow breath set a little more of it down, and leave it resting in the fog behind you. We are in no hurry. We have all the long and gentle night. It stands in a small and quiet square. It is a wider space, this, a gentle opening where four old lanes come softly together. In the center there is a stone fountain, very old, its waters long since still. Around its edge there are low stone benches, worn smooth by years of resting. And at the far side, beneath a great and ancient tree, stands the fourth lamp. This was the lamp of the old musician. He was a quiet man, with silver hair and gentle hands, who came to this square each evening with a small and warm guitar. He would settle himself upon the stone bench beneath the lamp in the soft gold light. And he would play. Not for coins. Not for praise. Only for the quiet joy of the playing. His music was slow and soft and low. The kind of music that seems to come from somewhere far away and long ago. It drifted through the square and up the narrow lanes, and into the open windows where tired souls were settling into sleep. And all through the quarter, people would slow and soften, and rest a little easier, carried by the gentle sound. Elias would often pause here, longer than at any other lamp. He would stand in the shadows at the edge of the square, and he would listen. And for those few quiet moments, the weight of the long walk would lift from his old shoulders. And he too would rest. The old musician is gone now, the way all things gently go. The square is quiet. The bench is empty. But sometimes, on the softest evenings, when the fog is low and the air is still, Elias is almost certain he can hear it. A few slow notes drifting on the quiet air. Soft and low and kind. He raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass. And the lamp awakens. The light blooms soft and warm across the little square. The still waters of the old fountain catch the glow and shimmer faintly gold. The great tree spreads its quiet shadow overhead. And in the gentle hush, you might almost hear it. A few soft notes drifting slow through the warm and quiet dark. Elias stands a moment, listening. And then, softly, he walks on. We have lit for lamps now, you and I. For small and gentle lights, glowing warm in the soft grey fog. And behind us, the quiet streets are waking, one by one, into a soft and golden glow. Look back, if you like, just for a moment. See the warm light strung along the winding lanes, like soft gold beads upon a quiet thread. See the fog turned amber all around them. See the old stones gleaming gentle in the night. This is the work of the Lamplighter. slow, and quiet, and kind. One flame, and then another still, until all the sleeping city glows soft and warm against the dark. It waits down a gentle slope where the lane runs softly toward the river. You can hear the water more clearly now. That slow and quiet murmur, soft as a lullaby, winding through the heart of the old city. The fog grows cool and damp as we descend, and the air smells of stone, and of water, and of the deep green things that grow along the bank. This lamp stands at the river's edge, beside an old wooden rail worn smooth by countless resting hands. This was the lamp of the fisherman. He was an early riser, this one, up long before the dawn, down to the river in the cool dark hours, to set his small boat upon the slow grey water. And in the evening, when the light grew gold and soft, he would return and tie his boat to the old wooden post, and rest a while at the rail, beneath this lamp, watching the river drift slowly by. He spoke very little. He did not need to. He had the river for company, and the quiet and the soft gold light of the lamp above him. And that, he always said, was company enough. Elias would nod to him some evenings as he lit this lamp, and the old fisherman would nod back, slow and quiet and content. No words. None were needed. Just two old men, and the river, and the gentle gold of dusk. He raises the pole now. The flame draws near, and the fifth lamp awakens, warm and soft and slow. The dark water catches the light and carries it gently downstream. A long soft ribbon of gold drifting away into the fog. The old wooden rail glows warm, and the river murmurs on, soft and low and endless. Elias rests his hand upon the rail a moment, feeling the cool smooth wood beneath his weathered palm. He breathes in the soft river air, and then, gently, he turns and walks on, up the slow slope, into the waiting streets above. How heavy your body feels now, how warm, how soft. Sinking gently down, like a stone settling slow into still water. There is nothing to hold, nothing to carry. Only the slow gold light, and the gentle fog, and the quiet rhythm of the walk. Let it carry you. Let it all grow soft and dim and far away. We will walk on, lamp after lamp, through the long and gentle night. We are still walking, you and I, through the soft grey fog of Everwarm. Behind us, the river lamp glows gold upon its rail. Ahead, the lanes grow narrow once again, winding gentle between the old leaning houses. There are more lamps here. Small ones. Quiet ones. Tucked into the soft corners of the city, where the fog gathers thick and the streets grow hushed. Let us wake them now, one by one, slow and gentle and unhurried. There is no hurry. There is all the long and quiet night. It stands before a narrow shop, where once 100 quiet clocks ticked soft and slow. This was the lamp of the clockmaker. He was a small and gentle man, with soft round spectacles, and the lightest hands in all the city. He mended the old clocks, the tired ones, the slow ones. The ones whose hearts had gone too quiet to be heard. And in his little shop, all through the day, 100 soft clocks ticked together. Slow and even and low. Not a sharp sound among them. Only a soft and gentle chorus like rain upon a far-off roof. He never hurried, the clockmaker. That was the strange and lovely thing about him. He mended the keepers of time, and yet he himself was never ruled by it. He worked slow and soft and patient. A clock, he used to say, is not for hurrying. A clock is for the gentle marking of a quiet life. The soft ticking of the hours, the slow turning of the days. In the evening, when his work was done, he would set all the clocks to chime together. Soft and low and slow. And the gentle sound would drift along the lane. 100 quiet voices, all murmuring the hour together. Soft as a lullaby, soft as a sigh. And the people in their warm beds would hear it and grow a little softer, and sink a little deeper into the gentle dark. He is gone now, the clockmaker. The shop is quiet. The clocks are still. But sometimes, on the softest nights, when the fog lies thick and the world is hushed, you can almost hear it. That slow and gentle and even ticking. The soft sound of time itself, growing kind and quiet and slow. Elias raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass. And the 6th lamp awakens, warm and soft and slow. The narrow shop front glows gentle gold. And on the quiet air, soft and far and low, the gentle ticking of 100 sleeping clocks. Let your own thoughts slow now, like those gentle clocks. There is no hour to keep, no time to mind. Only the slow, soft ticking of the quiet night. Let it carry you slower and softer and deeper still. Elias lowers the pole, and softly he walks on. The lane bends gently now, past a wide old workshop with tall and dusty windows. The 7th lamp stands at its door. And this lamp, this one, Elias touches with a special tenderness. For this was the lamp of the lantern maker. She made the lamps. All of them. Every gentle light along the winding lanes of Everwarm came once from her quiet hands. The brass and the glass. The little crowns upon the tops. The slender posts that hold them, soft and steady, above the cobbled streets. All of it, her work. Her gift to the sleeping city. She worked the brass with soft and patient care, shaping it slow into gentle curves. She cut the glass with the lightest touch, so that the light would bloom soft and warm and even. She made each lamp a little different. A small flourish here, a gentle curve there. So that no 2 lamps in all the city were quite the same. They were her children, in a way. And she sent them out, one by one, to stand along the lanes and hold the dark away. It was she who made the flame, too. The first flame. The one that Elias carries still upon his pole through all the long and quiet evenings. She lit it, long ago, from her own small workshop fire. And she gave it to the lamplighter who came before Elias. And he to the one before, on and on, back through the gentle years. A single flame, passed hand to hand, kept warm, kept living through all the quiet generations. So that when Elias lights the lamps each night, he carries her gift with him still. Her flame, her warmth, her quiet kindness glowing on long after her soft hands have gone to rest. He is the keeper of her fire now. And one day, when his own walk is done, he will pass it on to whoever comes next. And the gentle flame will live on still, warm and soft and kind. He raises the pole. He holds the flame a moment near the clouded glass, longer than at any other lamp. And the seventh lamp awakens, warm and golden and soft. The old workshop glows gentle, and in the warm light you might almost see her there, bent soft over her quiet work, shaping the gentle lights that hold the city warm. Elias smiles, soft and slow. He lowers the pole, and gently he walks on. How soft the night is now! How deep! How quiet! The fog lies thick along the winding lanes, soft as falling snow. The windows are all dark. The city sleeps, and only the soft gold lamps and the small steady flame glow warm against the gentle dark. It stands before a small and narrow door, where once a soft gold light burned late into the evening. This was the lamp of the old tailor. She was a quiet woman with gentle eyes and the most patient hands. She mended the clothes of all the city, the worn coats, the tired hems, the small soft tears that come with the gentle passing of the days. And she mended them with such care, such soft and patient love, that the clothes came back to their owners better, somehow, than they were before. For she sewed something into every stitch, the old tailor did. A small and quiet wish, a soft and gentle hope. As her needle moved slow through the cloth in and out and in again, she would think a kind thought for whoever the garment belonged to. A wish for warmth, a wish for rest, a wish for a soft and gentle life. And so her stitches held more than thread. They held her quiet love sewn soft into the seams. In the evening, she would sit by her small window in the soft gold lamplight and sew. Slow and patient and calm. Her needle moving soft through the cloth in and out and in and out. A gentle rhythm, slow as breathing. Slow as the quiet beating of a restful heart. And Elias, passing by, would see her there. The soft gold glow, the gentle bowing of her head, the slow and patient moving of her hands. And the whole lane seemed calmer for it. Softer. Warmer. Held gently together, stitch by quiet stitch. She is gone now, the old tailor. The window is dark. The needle is still. But the warmth she sewed into the world remains. In every mended coat, in every gentle hem, in every soft and quiet stitch, her kindness lingers, warm and patient and slow. He raises the pole. The flame draws near, and the eighth lamp awakens, warm and soft and golden. The narrow door glows gentle, and in the quiet you might almost hear it, the soft slow whisper of a needle moving gentle through the cloth. In and out and in and out. Let that gentle rhythm hold you now. In and out. Soft and slow. Like breathing. Like resting. Like sinking, soft and warm, into the deep gold quiet of the night. Elias lowers the pole. And softly he walks on. It stands where 3 quiet lanes come softly together, before a small old building with a faded wooden sign. This was the lamp of the letter carrier. He walked the city, this one, much as Elias does. All through the gentle days, he carried the soft folded letters from door to quiet door. The notes of love. The words of comfort. The small kind messages that travel, hand to hand, across the gentle distances between us. He knew every door in Everwarm. Every name. Every soul who waited, hopeful, for a word from someone far away. And he carried each letter with such care, as though he knew the warmth it held inside. The mother waiting for word from a child grown and gone. The old friend hoping for a gentle line. The quiet heart longing for the soft folded paper that would say, "You are remembered, you are loved, you are not alone." He never lost a letter. Not one. In all his many years. Every soft folded word found its way home, sooner or later. Through the rain and the fog and the gentle turning seasons. For a letter is a kind of hope, he used to say. And hope must never be allowed to go astray. In the evening, when his round was done, he would rest a moment beneath this lamp and look out at the warm gold lights of the city. And think, with quiet gladness, of all the kind words safely carried home that day. All the hearts a little warmer. All the souls a little less alone. Carried gently, door to door, through the soft and quiet city. He is gone now, the letter carrier. The little post house is dark and still. But the kindness he carried lingers on. In all the words brought safely home. In all the hearts he gently warmed. In all the quiet hope delivered soft through the long and gentle years. He raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass. And the 9th lamp awakens, warm and soft and slow. The old post house glows gentle gold. And you might almost feel it, the soft warm weight of 1,000 kind words. Carried safely home, through the quiet dark. Elias lowers the pole. And gently, he walks on, into the soft and waiting fog. How heavy you are now! How warm! How deeply, softly at rest! There is nothing you must carry. No word. No weight. No worry at all. Let it all be gently delivered, somewhere far away. And leave you here, soft and light and free, in the warm gold quiet of the night. The lane climbs softly now, past a tall old house with a garden on its roof. The 10th lamp stands at its gate, half wrapped in climbing flowers, soft and sweet. This was the lamp of the beekeeper. High on the roof of the old house, she kept her gentle hives. Soft wooden boxes, warm in the sun, where the quiet bees drifted slow among the rooftop flowers. She tended them with such calm, such soft and patient love, that the bees themselves seemed gentled by her presence. They never hurried around her. They drifted slow, soft, and low, a gentle golden humming in the warm, bright air. And the honey that they made, oh, the honey! Soft and golden slow, it was. Sweet as the summer, warm as the sun. She would gather it in the autumn, in small glass jars that caught the light like amber. And she would share it through the city, soft and free. A spoonful for the children, a jar for the tired and the old. A little golden sweetness spread soft through all the gentle streets. She moved slowly, the beekeeper. She had learned it from the bees. There is no hurry in a garden, she used to say. The flowers bloom in their own soft time. The honey sweet and slow. And all good gentle things come only to those who wait, soft and patient and calm. In the evening, the soft golden humming would settle, as the bees drew into their warm hives for the night, and a deep sweet quiet would fall upon the rooftop garden. The scent of flowers soft on the cool night air. The last slow drowsy hum fading into stillness. And the gentle beekeeper sitting soft among her sleeping hives, watching the warm gold lamps wake one by one across the city below. She is gone now, the beekeeper. The rooftop hives are quiet, but the gardens of Everwarm still bloom a little softer for her care. And on the warmest nights, they say, you can still catch it. The soft sweet scent of honey, drifting gentle on the quiet air. He raises the pole. The flame draws near. And the 10th lamp awakens, warm and golden and soft. The flowered gate glows gentle. And on the night air, soft and sweet and slow, the gentle memory of honey and the last warm drowsy humming of the sleeping bees. Let that soft warm sweetness hold you. Let it drift around you, gentle as the drowsy bees. There is nothing to do but rest. Nothing to feel but warm. Sink soft now into the sweet gold quiet of the gentle, gentle night. Elias lowers the pole, and softly he walks on. The lane dips down once more toward a quiet bend of the river, where an old wooden jetty reaches soft into the slow grey water. The 11th lamp stands at its end. This was the lamp of the ferryman. He carried people across the river, this one, in a small and gentle boat, worn soft and smooth by years of quiet crossings. Back and forth, all through the gentle days. From the one bank to the other and home again. A slow and patient rhythm, soft as the lapping of the water on the hull. He spoke very little, the ferryman. But he listened? Oh, how he listened! The people who crossed with him would talk, sometimes, as the boat drifted slow across the water. They would tell him their quiet troubles, their soft hopes, their small and gentle worries. And he would listen and nod and dip his oars slow into the water. And somehow, by the time they reached the other side, their troubles seemed a little lighter, their hearts a little softer, their worries left behind somewhere out upon the slow grey water. For there is something in a slow boat ride across a quiet river that gentles the heaviest of hearts. The soft rocking, the slow dipping of the oars, the gentle parting of the water, soft and low. It carries more than people a river crossing does. It carries the weight away and leaves you lighter, softer, calmer on the farther shore. In the evening, when the crossings were done, he would tie his boat to the old wooden post and rest a while at the end of the jetty and watch the warm gold lamps wake along the banks. And the river would drift slow and dark beneath him, carrying the day's soft troubles gently out to sea. He is gone now, the ferryman. The boat is still, the jetty quiet, but the river drifts on, soft and slow, as it always has, carrying the weight away, leaving the gentle city lighter, night after quiet night. He raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 11th lamp awakens, warm and soft and slow. The old jetty glows gentle gold, reaching out across the dark water, and the river carries the light slow downstream. A long soft ribbon of gold, drifting gently out of sight. Let the slow water carry your weight away now. All of it. Every worry. Every care. Let it drift soft from your shoulders and float gentle down the dark slow river. Far and far and farther still, until there is nothing left to hold, and only the soft warm lightness of the deep and gentle night. Elias lowers the pole, and gently he walks on up the slow slope into the quiet lanes above. Now here is a small and gentle thing. The 12th lamp stands low upon a quiet corner, beside a warm bakery wall. And beneath it, curled soft upon the worn stone step, there sleeps a little cat. She has no name, this cat. Or perhaps she has 100. For all the city loves her, in its quiet way. She drifts soft from door to door, through all the gentle lanes. A small warm shadow in the fog, welcome everywhere she goes. A saucer of milk here. A soft warm lap there. A gentle word, a kind soft hand, a quiet place to rest. She keeps her own slow hours, the little cat. She wakes when she pleases. She sleeps where she likes. She follows the warm gold lamplight through the evening streets, and curls up wherever the night finds her soft and weary. And tonight it has found her here, on this worn stone step, warm against the bakery wall, soft and round and gently sleeping. Elias knows her well. She walks with him, some evenings, a small soft shadow at his heels, padding quiet along the cobbled lanes, from lamp to gentle lamp. She never hurries. She never strays too far. She simply drifts along beside him, soft and warm, through the quiet evening, until she finds a place to rest and curls up and sleeps. There is a wisdom in a cat, the old lamplighter thinks. She does not worry. She does not hurry. She rests when she is weary. She warms herself in the soft gold light, and she trusts the gentle world to hold her, soft and safe, through all the quiet hours of the night. She stirs a little now, as Elias passes. One soft ear turns. One eye opens, slow and gold and sleepy. She looks up at the warm flame upon his pole. And then, content, she curls a little tighter and drifts back down into her soft, warm sleep. He raises the pole, gentle and slow, so as not to wake her. The flame draws near to the clouded glass. And the 12th lamp awakens, warm and soft and low. The little cat glows gold in the gentle light, soft and round and deeply, sweetly sleeping. Be like the little cat now. Rest where you are. Warm yourself in the soft gold quiet. Do not worry. Do not hurry. Simply curl down soft into the gentle dark. And trust the quiet night to hold you is safe and warm until the morning. Elias smiles down at her, soft and slow. And gently, so gently, he walks on. The lane rises now toward an old stone tower, tall and quiet against the deep blue dark. High at its top, the great soft bell hangs still and silent. The 13th lamp stands at the tower's foot. This was the lamp of the bell keeper. He kept the great bell of Everwarm, this one. Long ago, it rang the hours through the city, soft and low and slow. A deep, gentle voice, drifting warm across the rooftops. But it was the bell-keeper's special care to know when not to ring it, when to let the silence fall. For he understood, you see, the deep, soft value of the quiet. As the evening came, and the city grew weary, and the good people settled into their warm beds, he would still the great bell's voice. He would let the last soft chime fade gently into the dark. And then he would let the silence come. Deep and soft and kind. A silence like a warm blanket drawn gentle across the sleeping town. That was his gift to the city, the bell keeper. Not the ringing, but the stilling. Not the sound, but the soft deep quiet that came after. He guarded the silence of the night, the way another might guard a treasure. For he knew that a sleeping city needs its quiet, soft, and deep, and whole, so that the weary souls within it may sink down and down into their gentle rest. In the deep dark hours, he would climb the old stone tower and sit beside the silent bell and watch over the sleeping city wrapped in its soft and perfect quiet. And he would feel, in those still hours, a deep and gentle peace. The peace of a whole city resting. The peace of the great bell sleeping. The peace of the deep, soft, holy quiet of the night. He is gone now, the bell keeper. The great bell hangs silent still. But the soft deep quiet he loved still falls upon the city every gentle night. That perfect stillness. That warm soft hush. That deep and holy quiet, drawn gentle as a blanket across the sleeping world. He raises the pole one last time among the winding lanes. The flame draws near to the clouded glass. And the 13th lamp awakens, warm and soft and slow. The old stone tower glows gentle gold against the deep blue dark. And high above, the great bell rests, silent and peaceful and still. Let that deep soft silence fall on you now. The quiet the bell keeper loved. Let it draw across you, warm and gentle as a blanket. No sound. No stir. No thought at all. Only the deep and soft and holy quiet of the sleeping night. Elias lowers the pole, and in the soft deep silence he walks on. At last, toward the warm quarter and the streets we know. We are walking still, you and I, through the soft grey fog of Everwarm. Behind us, 13 lamps glow warm and gold along the winding lanes. Ahead, the warm quarter waits. The old working streets, where once the forge glowed red, and the ovens breathed warm bread into the morning air. Let us walk there now, slow and gentle and unhurried. The lane climbs softly here, away from the river, up into the heart of the old city. The cobbles are worn smooth and round beneath Elias's slow and certain steps. The fog drifts thinner now, and through it, here and there, the warm glow of the lamps behind us reaches gently forward, lighting the way. It stands before a wide stone archway where the old forge once burned. This was the lamp of the ironworker. He was a broad and quiet man with strong and gentle hands, who worked the dark iron into soft and useful shapes. All through the day his forge would glow, warm and red and low, and the soft ring of his hammer would drift along the lane. Not a sharp sound. Never sharp. A slow and even rhythm, like a heartbeat, like the slow pulse of the working day. He made the gentle things, this man. The hinges for the low wooden doors. The brackets that held the lamps themselves upon their posts. The little iron leaves that curled around the garden gates. He never made a weapon. Not once, in all his years. Only the quiet things, the things that hold a city softly together. In the evening, when the day's work was done, he would let the forge grow slowly cool. He would rest upon a wooden stool in the wide doorway, and he would watch the lamplighter pass. And Elias would raise a hand, and the ironworker would raise one too. Slow and warm and quiet. Two men at the close of a long and honest day. He is gone now, the ironworker. The forge is cold and still, but the lamp he made the bracket for still stands, and the hinges he forged still hold the old doors soft and true. His gentle work remains, all through the city, holding the quiet world together, long after the hands that made it have gone to rest. Elias raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 14th lamp awakens, warm and soft and slow. The old stone archway glows gentle gold, and for just a moment you might almost feel it. The soft remembered warmth of the forge, drifting kind upon the cool night air. Elias lowers the pole. He rests his eyes upon the light a moment, and then, softly, he walks on. How quiet the city is now. How soft. The windows are dark, one by one, as the good people of Everwarm settle into their warm beds. The fog wraps gentle round the rooftops, and the only light, the only warm and living light, is the slow gold glow of the lamps and the small steady flame, carried by the last lamplighter through the sleeping streets. Let your body grow heavier now. Let it sink, soft and warm, into the place where you are resting. There is nothing to do, nowhere to be. Only the gentle walk, and the soft gold light, and the quiet, endless fog. It waits where the lane grows narrow once again. Between two leaning houses, close and warm. From here, even now, even after all these quiet years, the air seems to carry the faintest scent of bread. This was the lamp of the baker. She rose in the deep dark hours, this one earlier even than the fisherman. While all the city slept, her small window would glow soft and gold. The very first light of all the morning. And she would work the soft warm dough with gentle hands, and slide it into the deep warm oven, and fill the whole quiet lane with the soft sweet smell of baking bread. By the time the city woke, her shelves were full. Soft round loaves, warm from the oven. Gentle rolls, dusted with flour soft as snow. And the people would come, sleepy and slow in the soft morning light, and carry the warmth home in paper wrappings held close against the cool. She always saved the first loaf, the baker did. The very first one from the morning oven. She would set it on the sill of her small window, still warm, for whoever might have need of it. The tired traveler, the quiet soul with empty hands, whoever passed in the soft grey dawn and needed a little warmth, would find it waiting there. Elias remembers the soft gold glow of her window. In the deep dark hours of the morning, as he walked his final rounds. The only light awake. The first warmth of the coming day. And the soft, sweet, gentle smell of bread drifting kind upon the quiet air. She is gone now, the baker. The oven is long cold. But on the softest mornings, they say, when the fog is low and the air is still, you can almost catch it still. That gentle warmth, that soft sweet scent, drifting quiet through the lane. A kindness that lingers long after the hands that made it have gone to their rest. He raises the pole. The flame draws near. And the 15th lamp awakens, warm and golden and soft. The narrow lane glows gentle. The old stones shine. And on the quiet air, soft and faint and kind, the gentle memory of warm bread. Elias breathes it in. And then, slowly, he walks on. We have lit 15 lamps now. 15 soft gold lights, glowing warm against the dark. And with each one, the city grows a little gentler, a little warmer, a little more at peace. Are your eyes closed now? Let them stay that way. Let them rest. There is nothing more to see than this. The soft gold glow, the gentle fog, the quiet walk through the warm and sleeping streets. Let the words wash over you now, soft as the lamplight, soft as the falling night. It stands alone at the end of a long and quiet lane, before a tall and gentle building of old grey stone. Its windows are dark now. Its great wooden door is closed. But once, oh, once, this was the warmest room in all the city. This was the lamp of the library. It was a vast and gentle place, the old library. Shelves upon shelves, rising up into the soft warm dark. 1,000 books, resting quiet in their places. And in them, all the stories of the world. The slow ones. The kind ones. The soft adventures and the gentle dreams. All of them, waiting, patient, quiet, upon the shelves. An old man kept the library in those days. A keeper of stories with soft round spectacles. And a voice like a warm and distant fire. He would sit at the great wooden desk in the soft gold lamplight. And he would help the quiet souls who came to find the story that they needed. For there is a story for every soul, the old keeper used to say. A story for the lonely. A story for the weary. A story for the ones who could not sleep. And he always seemed to know just which book to draw down from the shelf. Just which gentle tale would bring the quiet that was needed. In the evening, when the library closed, he would light a single candle and read, just for himself, in the soft warm dark. And Elias, passing by, would see the gentle glow of it. The one warm window in the tall grey wall. And he would know that all the stories rested safe for one more quiet night. The old keeper is gone now, the way the gentlest souls all gently go. The library is closed and still. But the books remain, 1,000 of them, resting quiet on their shelves, holding all their gentle stories safe and warm and waiting. In the soft and patient dark, he raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 16th lamp awakens, warm and soft and slow. The tall grey wall glows gentle gold. The great wooden door shines warm. And behind the darkened windows, you might almost feel them. 1,000 quiet stories, resting, dreaming, safe. Elias looks up at the old library a moment. He smiles, soft and slow. And then, gently, he walks on. Toward the rising streets and the high quiet hill that waits beyond. The lane turns now, soft and slow, toward a small walled garden tucked behind the old grey houses. Over the low stone wall, you can just see them. Rows of dark earth and climbing vines. And the pale shapes of sleeping flowers closed tight against the cool night air. This was the lamp of the gardener. She was a quiet woman with soil always beneath her fingernails, and a soft, patient way about her hands. She tended this garden for longer than anyone could quite remember, turning the dark earth in the spring, coaxing the seeds awake, watching over the slow and certain growing of all things green. She never hurried a single seed. She knew, better than anyone, that growing cannot be rushed. It comes in its own soft time, or it does not come at all. In the evening, when her work was done, she would kneel a moment at the garden's edge and press her palm flat against the cool, damp earth. Just to feel it breathing, she used to say. Just to feel the slow and patient life of it, resting beneath the soil. Waiting for morning. The smell of her garden lingers still on the softest nights. Rain-damp earth and green growing things. And somewhere beneath it all, the faint, sweet breath of night blooming flowers, opening slow in the dark. Elias breathes it in every evening as he passes this low stone wall. It smells, he thinks, like patience, like rest, like all good things, given time. She is gone now, the gardener. The garden remains, tended now by other quiet hands. But on the deepest nights, when the fog lies low and soft among the rows, they say you can almost feel her there still, kneeling at the earth's edge, pressing her palm to the soil, listening to it breathe. There was a particular evening, Elias remembers, when the frost came early and unexpected, and she spent the whole long dusk laying soft cloth over every tender shoot, row by careful row, murmuring to them all the while, the way one might murmur to a frightened child. Sleep now, she told them. Sleep, and the cold will pass, and you will wake again, soft and green, when the sun returns. He never forgot the sound of her voice that night, low and certain and endlessly patient, promising the small green things that morning would come, and warmth with it, and all would be well. He raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 18th lamp awakens, warm and soft and slow. The garden wall glows gentle gold. The sleeping flowers lean toward the light, just slightly, the way all green things lean toward warmth. And on the cool night air, soft and damp and sweet, the quiet breath of growing things. Let your own body grow heavy now, the way damp earth grows heavy with rain. Let it sink, soft and slow, into the place where you are resting. There is nothing to grow tonight, nothing to tend, only to rest and breathe. And let the quiet dark hold you, the way the soil holds a sleeping seed. Elias lowers the pole, and softly he walks on. The lane rises again, gentle and slow, toward the old stone bridge that arches over a narrow stream at the edge of the warm quarter. The water beneath it runs soft and dark, whispering quietly over smooth round stones. This was the lamp of the bridge keeper. He kept no toll, this one, though once, long ago, bridges in other cities asked a coin of every traveler. Not here, not in Everwarm. He simply watched. He made certain the old stones held firm beneath every passing foot. He swept the fallen leaves from its worn surface in the autumn. He cleared the thin ice from its rail in the deep of winter. And in the evening he would stand at its center, resting both hands upon the old stone rail, and watch the dark water slide soft beneath him. He liked to think of the bridge as a kind of patient promise, a way of saying, you do not have to cross alone. The stones will hold. The way will be there, steady and sure, whenever you are ready to walk it. He would often stay long after his watch was done, simply listening to the water. There is a particular kind of quiet, he used to say, that only a bridge at night can hold. The hush of water moving beneath stillness. The soft creak of old stone settling, the way old things settle into themselves. He is gone now, the bridge keeper? but the bridge remains steady as it ever was. And the water still slides beneath it, soft and dark and endless, whispering the same quiet promise it has whispered for 100 years. You do not have to cross alone. Elias remembers him best on rainy evenings, when the stream below would swell and quicken, and the bridge keeper would stand longer than usual at the center of the span, simply watching, making certain the old stones held firm against the rising water. He never seemed afraid, only attentive, only patient. The water always settles again, he would say, once the rain has passed. It only needs a little time to remember its own slow way. Elias raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 19th lamp awakens, warm and soft and golden. The old stones of the bridge glow gentle in the light. The dark water below catches a thin gold ribbon and carries it slowly away beneath the arch. Let the water carry your thoughts now, the way it carries the light. Soft, slow, without effort. There is nowhere you must cross tonight. There is only the gentle sound of water beneath stillness, and the soft stone holding firm beneath the quiet dark. Elias rests his hands upon the rail a moment, the way the bridge keeper once did. And then, gently, he walks on. Beyond the bridge, the lane narrows once more, climbing softly past a low stone building with a great steel wheel resting at its side. The wheel does not turn tonight. It has not turned in many years. This was the lamp of the miller. He rose even before the baker, this one, in the deep dark hours before the dawn, to grind the soft pale grain into flour fine as falling snow. All through the day, the old wheel would turn, slow and patient, drawing its power from the gentle stream below, and the soft grinding of the stones would hum through the warm quarter, low and even, like the steady breathing of some great, kind creature. He loved the sound of it, the miller did. Not loud. Never loud. Only a low, contented hum, the sound of something patient at its work. He used to say that flour cannot be rushed any more than bread can. The grain must be ground slow and fine and even, or the bread will not rise soft and true. In the evening, when the wheel grew still, he would sit upon the worn stone step and watch the water slide on without him, endless and unhurried, the way it always had, the way it always would. The work is done for today, he would think. Tomorrow it begins again. And there is a deep, quiet comfort in that, in knowing the same gentle work waits, patient, for the morning. He is gone now, the miller. The wheel stands still. But on the quietest nights, they say, you can almost hear it still. That low, contented hum. That patient grinding of stone on stone. The soft, steady breathing of something kind, at rest. He kept, Elias remembers, a small wooden bowl beside the mill's open door, always filled with the soft, pale flour, for any child who wandered close enough to dip a curious finger in. Taste it, he would say, smiling soft beneath his dusted brows. That is patience, That taste. That is 100 slow turnings of the wheel, made sweet enough for bread. The children loved him for it, and for the low, kind hum of his voice, which never once, in all his years, rose sharp or hurried. He raises the pole. The flame draws near, and the 20th lamp awakens, warm and soft and slow. The old wheel glows gentle gold, unmoving, at peace. The stream beneath it slides on, dark and quiet, carrying the light a little way, before letting it go. Let yourself grow still now, the way the old wheel is still. There is no turning tonight. No grinding. No work at all. Only rest. Only the soft, slow breathing of the dark. Elias lowers the pole, and gently he walks on. The lane bends toward the high western wall now, where the city's old stone ramparts rise soft and grey against the deepening night. A narrow stair climbs up into a small round tower, and at its base the 21st lamp waits. This was the lamp of the stargazer. He kept no shop, no trade, no craft that anyone could quite name. He simply watched the sky. Every clear night, he would climb the narrow stair to the top of the old round tower, and lie back upon a worn woolen blanket, and watch the slow wheel of the stars turn far above him. He knew them all by name, the old ones, the ones the ancient sailors used to steer by. He would trace their slow paths with one raised finger, whispering their names soft into the dark, the way one might greet old, trusted friends. The stars do not hurry, he used to say. They have turned the very same slow way, for longer than cities have stood. There is a comfort in that. A vast, quiet, patient comfort. He would stay for hours, some nights, simply watching. Not searching for anything. Not waiting for anything to happen. Only watching, the way one watches a slow and gentle fire. Content simply to see the light move. He is gone now, the stargazer. The tower stands empty, but the stars turn on, the very same slow way they always have. Indifferent and patient and kind. And on the clearest nights, if you climb the old stair and lie back upon the worn stone, you might almost feel him there still, watching, naming the old lights, one by soft one, into the dark. He told Elias once, on a particularly clear winter evening, that he had stopped, many years before, ever wishing the stars would hurry, or change, or grant him anything at all. I only wished, he said, to be allowed to watch them a little longer each night. That is all. Just a little longer. Just enough time to feel small and quiet and entirely at peace, beneath something so vast and so unhurried. Elias raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 21st lamp awakens, warm and soft and golden. The old tower glows gentle against the deep blue dark, and high above it, through the thinning fog, the first true stars of the night begin, slow and silver, to appear. Let your eyes rest now, the way his eyes once rested. Nothing to search for. Nothing to find. Only the slow, patient turning of distant, gentle lights. And the deep, soft dark that holds them. Elias lowers the pole. And softly, he walks on. Down from the western wall, the lane dips toward a low stone cellar door. Set deep into the hillside, cool air drifting soft from its darkened mouth. This was the lamp of the cellarmaster. Below this very street, in the deep cool dark, rest rows upon rows of old wooden casks, filled with slow wine, aging patient in the quiet. The cellarmaster tended them for 40 years and more, walking the dim stone passages with a single small lantern, resting his weathered palm against each cask in turn, listening, somehow, for whatever it is that aging wine listens like. He never rushed a single barrel. Wine, he used to say, asks for nothing but time, and dark, and a little patience. You cannot hurry what is meant to deepen slowly. You can only wait, and trust, and let the quiet do its gentle work. In the evening, before he climbed the worn stone steps back up into the city air, he would stand a moment in the deep cool hush of the cellar, breathing the soft scent of oak and must, and the slow sweet work of aging things. There is no sound down there, he used to say. None at all. Only the deep, patient quiet of things becoming, slowly, what they are meant to be. He is gone now, the cellarmaster? But the casks remain, aging on in the cool dark, patient as they have always been. And on the softest nights, drifting up from that low stone door, you might almost catch it. The faint, sweet scent of oak and thyme, deepening slow in the quiet below. He would tell visitors, sometimes, that the oldest cask in his cellar had been resting, untouched, for longer than he himself had been alive, and that he had never once felt the urge to open it early. Some things, he said, are simply not ready yet, and the kindest thing you can do for them is leave them be deep in the dark, and trust that their time will come exactly when it is meant to. He raises the pole. The flame draws near, and the 20-second lamp awakens, warm and soft and low. The old stone doorway glows gentle gold. The cool air drifting from below carries with it the faintest hush of patience, of things resting, slow and trusting, in the dark. Let yourself deepen now, the way the slow wine deepens. Nothing to rush, nothing to become, just yet. Only the soft, dark, patient resting that all good things require. Elias lowers the pole, and gently he walks on. The lane levels now, running soft along the low side of the old west wall, past a narrow workshop hung thick with soft, pale wool. This was the lamp of the weaver. She worked at a great wooden loom, from the first grey light of morning until the lamps themselves were lit, her hands moving slow and sure across the threads, weaving warmth into being, one patient row at a time. Blankets, mostly. Soft, heavy things, woven thick enough to hold the deepest cold at bay. She gave most of them away. The old, the cold, the newly born, who needed warmth most of all. She worked in a particular rhythm, this weaver. In and out. Over and under. A slow, even motion repeated so many thousand times that her hands, she said, had long since stopped needing her mind to guide them. They simply knew the soft and steady way of it, the way a heart knows how to beat. In the evening, by the warm light of this very lamp through her narrow window, she would weave a little longer, just a little, before resting. There is something in the rhythm of it, she used to say, that settles a person. The same slow motion over and over asks nothing difficult of you. It only asks that you continue, soft and steady, and trust that the warmth is building row by patient row. She is gone now, the weaver. The loom stands quiet, but her blankets remain soft and heavy, wrapped round 100 sleeping shoulders still, holding the cold at bay the way she always meant them to. There was one blanket, Elias remembers, that she worked on longer than any other. Nearly a whole season, row by patient row. In a soft, deep blue that reminded him of the sky just after sunset. When at last it was finished, she gave it not to the cold, nor to the old, but simply to the next stranger who happened to pass her door looking weary. Warmth should go where it is needed, she said, simply, and went back to her loom, already beginning the next slow, patient row. Elias raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 23rd lamp awakens, warm and soft and golden. The narrow window glows gentle, and on the night air you might almost feel it. The soft, woven warmth of 1,000 patient rows settling slow around the sleeping streets. Let that same slow rhythm hold you now. In and out. Over and under. Soft and steady and warm. Nothing difficult is asked of you tonight. Only to continue gently into rest. Elias lowers the pole, and softly he walks on. The lane curves now toward a tall, narrow tower at the edge of the harbor wall, where the soft sound of distant water grows clearer with every slow step. High atop the tower, a great lantern rests, unlit and waiting. This was the lamp of the lighthouse keeper. He tended the great light that warned the far ships home, this one, climbing the long spiral stair each evening, to trim the wick and polish the great glass lens, and set the high flame burning steady against the dark water beyond the harbor mouth. It was the most important light in all of Everwarm, in its quiet way. Not for the streets, for the sea. He understood, better than most, the deep value of a steady, patient light. A ship lost in fog needs no grand display, he used to say. It needs only one small, certain point of warmth, glowing on, unwavering, until the danger has safely passed. In the deep hours of the night, he would sit beside the great turning lens, listening to the slow creak of its mechanism, and the low, distant murmur of the sea beyond the harbor wall. He liked the sound of it, the patient turning, the soft, rhythmic sweep of light across dark water, again and again and again, asking nothing. promising only that the light would still be there, however long the dark night ran. He is gone now, the lighthouse keeper. But on the clearest nights, they say the old light still seems to turn. Slow and steady, sweeping its gentle warning out across the dark. He told Elias, once, that he had never once felt lonely in all his years atop that high tower. Despite the long silences, despite the endless dark water stretching out before him. "The light keeps me company," he said. "As long as it is turning. I know I have done my one small task well. And the ships out there, wherever they are, know that someone is watching for them, patient and unwavering, however long their crossing takes." He raises the pole. The flame draws near. And the 24th lamp awakens far below the tower, warm and soft and low. High above, the great light seems to answer it, turning slow across the harbor dark, sweeping its long, patient beam out over the quiet water. Let that same steady rhythm hold you now. Sweeping slow, returning soft. There is nothing lost tonight that needs finding. There is only the patient, certain light, turning gentle through the deep, dark quiet. Elias lowers the pole. And gently, he walks on. Down from the harbor wall, the lane softens into sand and worn timber, where a small wooden jetty leads out toward a row of low, sleeping boats. Among them, half-finished, rests the work of the boat builder. This was the lamp of the boat builder. He shaped the small fishing boats of Everwarm, this one, bending the pale wood slow and patient over steam, fitting each plank so close and true that the sea itself could find no way between them. He worked with his hands more than his tools, feeling for the grain of the wood, the soft, particular way each piece wanted to bend. Wood remembers, he used to say. It remembers the tree it once was, the slow bending of branches in the wind. You cannot force it. You can only listen to what shape it already wants to become and help it gently there. In the evening, he would run his weathered palm along the curve of whatever hull he was shaping that week, feeling for rough places, soft places, the places that still needed patient work. And he would think, with quiet satisfaction, of all the small boats he had shaped over the years, out now on the dark water, carrying their fishermen safely home. Again and again, night after gentle night. He is gone now, the boat builder. But his boats remain, worn smooth now by years of water, still carrying their quiet work out across the gentle waves. He used to say that the finest compliment a boat builder could ever receive was silence. A boat that simply did its quiet work year after year. Never groaning, never leaking. Never once calling attention to the patient craft that shaped it. That is the goal, he told Elias once, smiling soft over a half-finished hull. To build something so well and so gently that it is never noticed at all. Only trusted. He raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass. And the 25th lamp awakens, warm and soft and golden. The half-shaped hulls glow gentle along the sand. The small waves lap soft against the old wooden jetty, patient as they have always been. Let your own body bend now, soft and slow. The way patient wood bends to its true and gentle shape. There is nothing to force tonight, only to rest into the shape that rest already wants you to become. Elias lowers the pole, and softly he walks on. The lane turns inland again, soft and slow, toward a small square building with a single round window, glowing faint even now with the memory of warmth. This was the lamp of the glassblower. She shaped soft, glowing glass into gentle vessels, this one, drawing it molten and golden from the deep heat of her furnace, turning it slow upon her long iron rod, coaxing it, breath by patient breath, into curves and bowls and the delicate, clouded panes that filled every lamp in the city. It was she, in truth, who first shaped the very glass that holds the flame. In every lamp Elias lights each evening. A secret partnership between fire and breath, she used to call it. You cannot rush molten glass any more than you can rush a held breath. You shape it slow and soft and certain, or it shatters before it ever has the chance to hold its light. In the evening, when her furnace dimmed to embers, she would sit a while in the last of its warmth, watching the soft orange glow fade slowly down to grey. There is a particular peace, she used to say, in watching heat settle gently into rest. Nothing violent in it. Only a long, slow softening, the same way a tired body softens at the end of a long day. She is gone now, the glassblower, but her glass remains in every lamp along these winding lanes, holding each small flame safe within its gentle, clouded curve. Elias remembers asking her once, as a young man, why she never made her glass perfectly clear when she so easily could have. She only smiled and held a small clouded pane up to the evening light. Clear glass shows you everything at once, she said. But clouded glass lets the light arrive slowly, gently, the way good things ought to arrive. He never forgot that answer. He thinks of it still every single time he lights a lamp. Elias raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass she once shaped with her own slow breath. And the 26th lamp awakens, warm and soft and golden. The little square window glows gentle, as if some last warmth still lingered there. Let your own warmth settle now, slow and soft, the way embers settle into rest. Nothing sudden, nothing rushed. Only a long, gentle softening down into the deep and patient dark. Elias lowers the pole, and gently he walks on. The lane narrows once more, climbing toward a tall, narrow dovecot built into the old city wall. Soft wings rustling faint within. This was the lamp of the pigeon keeper. He tended the soft grey birds that carried messages. Between Everwarm and the distant towns beyond the hills, this one, feeding them at dawn and at dusk, mending their small wings when they returned weary from long flights, and watching, always watching, for the soft flutter of returning feathers against the evening sky. He loved them for their patience, the pigeon keeper did. A bird does not hurry home in fear, he used to say. It simply knows. with a quiet, certain trust, exactly where it belongs. And it returns there, soft and sure, however far the distance, however long the day. In the evening, once the last bird had settled into its warm straw nest, he would stand a while beneath the dovecot, listening to the soft, contented murmuring above him. Small sounds, gentle sounds, the quiet talk of creatures who already know they are safe and home, and done with the long days flying. He is gone now, the pigeon keeper. But on the softest evenings, they say, you can still hear it. That low, contented murmuring drifting down from the old stone dovecot. Soft as a lullaby, soft as rest itself. There was one bird, Elias remembers, smaller and grayer than the rest, who always returned last and always a little weary. And the pigeon keeper would wait for her specially, no matter how late the hour grew, simply standing beneath the dovecot with one hand raised, soft and steady, until her tired wings finally found their way home. Everyone deserves someone waiting for them, he used to say. Even the smallest, slowest traveler. He raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 27th lamp awakens, warm and soft and low. The old dovecot glows gentle gold, and above it soft wings shift and settle, murmuring their quiet welcome to the warm and waiting dark. Let yourself come home now, the way the soft grey birds come home. No fear in it. No hurry. Only a quiet, certain knowing that this, right here, is exactly where you are meant to rest. Elias lowers the pole, and softly he walks on. The lane dips toward the edge of a quiet wood that borders the city's furthest reach, where the cobbles give way, gently, to soft fallen leaves. This was the lamp of the woodsman. He gathered the slow-grown timber that warmed every hearth in Everwarm, this one, walking deep into the quiet trees each morning with a worn axe resting easy on his shoulder, choosing only what the forest could gently spare, never more. He moved slow among the trees, the woodsman did, the way one moves in a room where someone dear is sleeping. The forest gives generously, he used to say, but only to those patient enough to take just what is needed, and leave the rest to grow on, slow and undisturbed, into another season. In the evening, he would sit upon a felled log at the wood's edge, listening to the soft hush of leaves settling in the cool evening air, the distant call of some sleepy bird, the deep, patient quiet of trees that had stood, unmoving, for far longer than he himself had lived. He is gone now, the woodsman, but the quiet wood remains deep and patient as it ever was, breathing its slow green breath into the gathering evening air. He showed Elias, once, how to tell which tree the forest could spare, and which it could not, simply by resting a palm against the bark and waiting, quiet and attentive, for some small, wordless answer. Most people never listen long enough to hear it, he said. But the forest always answers if you are patient enough to ask gently and to wait. He raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 28th lamp awakens, warm and soft and golden. The edge of the quiet wood glows gentle gold, the fallen leaves catching faint amber light at its feet. Let your breathing settle now, slow as a forest at evening. Nothing more to gather tonight. Nothing more to carry. Only to rest among the quiet trees, deep and soft and undisturbed. Elias lowers the pole, and gently he walks on. The lane curves back toward the heart of the city now, past a narrow workshop hung with baskets of every soft, woven shape. This was the lamp of the basket weaver. He gathered slim willow branches from the riverbank each spring, this one, and wove them, soft and patient, into baskets of every gentle purpose. Baskets for bread. Baskets for flowers. Small, soft baskets for sleeping infants lined with wool. Rocked gentle by tired mothers through the long, dark hours. He worked the way the river itself worked, the basket weaver did. Slow and winding, over and under. Never forcing a single branch to bend further than it wished. Willow forgives much, he used to say, if you only ask it gently enough. In the evening, he would sit at his open door, weaving the last basket of the day by the warm light of this very lamp. The soft rhythm of his hands matching, almost exactly, the slow rhythm of the river he gathered from each spring. In and out. Over and under. Soft and patient and endless. He is gone now, the basket weaver. But his baskets remain scattered gentle through every home in the city, still holding bread and flowers and sleeping infants, soft and safe, exactly as he meant them to. He once told Elias that he never wove a basket the same way twice, even when the shapes looked nearly identical. Every branch bends a little differently, he said. You have to listen to each one fresh every single time, and let it become whatever it is honestly able to become. There is no rushing that kind of listening. There never has been. He raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 29th lamp awakens, warm and soft and low. The narrow workshop glows gentle gold. Soft woven shapes catching warm light along every shelf. Let your own thoughts weave slow now, in and out, over and under. The way patient willow bends. Nothing to force tonight. Only to rest into the soft, woven warmth of the gathering dark. Elias lowers the pole, and softly he walks on. The lane bends once more, soft and low, past a narrow doorway hung with the gentle scent of leather and old thread. This was the lamp of the cobbler. He mended the worn shoes of all the city, this one. Bent low over his small wooden bench each evening, his needle drawing slow, even stitches through soft, tired leather. He took particular care with the shoes of children and of the very old, for he understood, better than most, how much a tired body depends upon the comfort of its feet. He never hurried a single stitch, the cobbler. A shoe mended in haste falls apart in a week, he used to say. But a shoe mended slow and patient and with proper care, that shoe will carry someone gently for years yet to come. In the evening, by the warm light of this very lamp, He would test each finished shoe against his own worn palm, checking the stitching, the soft give of the leather, making certain it would hold safe and steady beneath whatever weary steps awaited it. He is gone now, the cobbler, but his careful stitching remains in soft leather soles all through the city, still carrying tired feet gently home, night after quiet night. He mended one old woman's worn shoes every winter for nearly 20 years, Elias remembers, never once charging her a single coin. She walked the longest road of anyone in the quarter, visiting the sick and the lonely. And he always said it was the least he could do, to make certain her tired feet, at least, never had to suffer for her kindness. He raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 30th lamp awakens, warm and soft and golden. The narrow doorway glows gentle gold, the scent of old leather drifting soft upon the cool night air. Let your own tired body rest now, the way a mended shoe rests at the end of a long day's walking. Nothing more to carry, nothing more to hold you up. Only the soft, patient stillness of a journey gently done. Elias lowers the pole, and gently he walks on. The lane opens now into a small, round courtyard, where a single great chestnut tree spreads its bare winter branches soft against the deepening sky. Beneath it stands an old wooden bench, and beside that, the 31st lamp. This was the lamp of the storyteller, not the keeper of the library. A different one. A wanderer, this storyteller, who came to Everwarm only once a year, in the deep of winter, and sat beneath this very tree each evening, gathering the children of the quarter close about her worn woolen skirts. She told the old, slow tales, the gentle ones, stories of distant kingdoms and patient kindnesses, and small creatures who triumphed, softly, simply by being brave and kind. She never raised her voice. Not once. She let the children lean in close to hear her. And in the leaning, she always said, the story settles deeper than it ever could if shouted. In the evening, once the last small listener had been carried home, drowsy and content, she would sit a while longer beneath the bare branches, watching the lamp above her glow soft and steady, thinking of all the gentle tales still waiting, patient, to be told another night. She is gone now, the wandering storyteller, returned to whatever distant road first carried her here. But on the softest winter evenings, they say, if you sit very still beneath the old chestnut tree, you might almost hear it. A low, soft voice, telling some old and gentle tale, just beneath the hush of the falling night. Elias raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 31st lamp awakens, warm and soft and golden. The bare branches glow gentle gold above the empty bench, and the quiet courtyard settles, soft and listening, into the deepening dark. Let yourself lean in now, the way the children once leaned in, close and warm and trusting. There is a gentle tale being told tonight, soft beneath the hush of your own slow breathing. Let it settle deep. Let it carry you soft into sleep. Elias lowers the pole, and softly he walks on. The lane rises gently now, toward a low building with wide, dark windows. Silent now, that once glowed warm with steam and soft water. This was the lamp of the bath keeper. He kept the old bathhouse at the edge of the warm quarter, this one, tending the great stone basins and the slow fires that warmed them, offering weary travelers and tired laborers alike a place to soak the day's aches gently away. He believed, the bath keeper did, in the quiet healing of warm water and patient stillness. A tired body cannot rest, he used to say, until it has first been allowed to simply be warm and still and unhurried, if only for a little while. In the evening, once the last bather had wrapped themselves in soft linen and gone home easy and warm, he would let the great fires die slowly down to embers, and sit a while in the gentle steam that still lingered, breathing it in, slow and grateful, the quiet reward of a long day's careful tending. He is gone now, the bath keeper. The great stone basins stand dry and silent. But on the softest nights, they say, a faint steam still seems to rise from them. Gentle as memory, warm as the comfort he once offered so freely. He raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 30-second lamp awakens, warm and soft and low. The wide dark windows glow gentle gold, as if some last warm steam still drifted softly behind them. Let your own body grow warm now, and still and unhurried, the way tired travelers once grew warm and still within these quiet walls. Nothing to do but soak gently into rest. Nothing to carry but the soft, warm weight of the settling dark. Elias lowers the pole, and gently he walks on. The lane narrows one final time, curving past a small, cluttered workshop, where tiny wooden hulls rest in careful, unfinished rows. This was the lamp of the model maker. He built small ships, this one no longer than a forearm. Each one a careful, patient copy of some real vessel that had once sailed, or still sailed, the wide waters beyond the harbor. Tiny masts, tiny sails, stitched from scraps of soft linen. Tiny rigging, knotted thread by patient thread, until each small ship seemed almost ready to sail away across some small, imagined sea. He built them for children mostly, the model maker did, and for old sailors too old now to sail themselves, who liked to hold some small piece of the wide sea still resting gentle in their weathered palms. In the evening, by the warm light of this very lamp, he would sit at his cluttered bench, fitting some tiny final piece into place, content in the slow, careful patience of small and gentle work. There is a whole world in miniature here, he used to say, and it asks for nothing but patient hands and time enough to make it true. He is gone now, the model maker, but his small ships remain scattered through 100 homes, still carrying their tiny imagined voyages across window sills and mantelpieces. Patient as the real sea itself. He raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 33rd lamp awakens, warm and soft and golden. The cluttered workshop glows gentle gold. tiny hulls catching small, warm gleams of light along the crowded shelf. Let your own thoughts grow small and gentle now, the way a tiny ship rests still upon a quiet shelf. No wide sea to cross tonight. No voyage to begin. Only a small, soft stillness, patient and complete. Elias lowers the pole, and softly he walks on. The lane climbs one final gentle slope toward a low stone wall, where soft grey sheep once grazed the rough grass at the city's quiet edge. This was the lamp of the shepherd. She brought her small flock through these very lanes each evening, this one, guiding them slow and patient from the high grazing fields back toward their warm, dry fold. Her soft voice calling low, unhurried names into the gathering dusk. She never drove them, the shepherd. She only walked ahead, slow and steady, trusting that the soft, woolly creatures would follow the way they always followed. Content simply to be led by someone calm and patient and kind. In the evening, once the flock was settled, soft and warm, into their dry straw fold, she would lean a moment against the worn stone wall, listening to their low, contented murmuring, the gentle shuffle of hooves settling into sleep. There is no sound more peaceful, she used to say, than a flock that knows, completely, that it is safe. She is gone now, the shepherd. But on the softest evenings, they say, a low, gentle murmuring still seems to drift along this quiet wall. Content and woolly and warm, settling slow into well-earned rest. She had a particular lamb, Elias remembers, smaller and slower than the rest, who lagged behind every single evening, and she never once hurried it. She simply slowed her own pace to match, soft and patient, however long it took. We arrive together, she would say, or we do not arrive at all. That is the whole of shepherding, really. Patience and good company. Elias raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass, and the 34th lamp awakens, warm and soft and low. The old stone wall glows gentle gold, and somewhere just beyond it, soft and woolly shapes settle deeper into sleep. Let yourself be led now, soft and slow, the way the gentle flock was always led. No need to find your own way tonight. Only to follow, trusting, into warm and certain rest. Elias lowers the pole, and gently he walks on. The lane levels at last, soft and quiet, into a small alcove built into the old grey wall, where a single brass music box rests, silent now, behind a small glass case. This was the lamp of the music box mender. He repaired the small, delicate mechanisms of music boxes brought from every corner of the city, this one. His thin, careful tools coaxing tiny broken gears back into their soft, patient turning, until each small box could once again release its gentle, tinkling tune into the quiet air. He loved best the moment just after the mending, the music box mender did, when he would wind the small brass key, slow and careful, and listen, holding his breath, as the first soft notes began again, exactly as they had been meant to sound, patient and unbroken, after their long silence. In the evening, he would wind one small box at random from his crowded shelf, and let its soft, tinkling melody drift through his narrow workshop while he worked. A small, patient reminder that even broken things, mended gently and with care, can sing again. He is gone now, the music box mender. But on the softest nights, they say, the faintest tinkling melody still seems to drift from this quiet alcove. Soft as memory, patient as repair. He raises the pole. The flame draws near to the clouded glass. And the 35th lamp awakens, warm and soft and golden. The very last lamp before the long climb home. The small glass case glows gentle gold. And somewhere within it, you might almost hear it. One last, soft, tinkling note, drifting slow into the deepening dark. Let that last soft melody carry you now, gentle as a closing lullaby. There is nothing broken in you tonight that the quiet cannot mend. Only rest. Only the soft, patient turning of small and gentle gears, winding down, slow and easy, into sleep. Elias lowers the pole. And softly, so softly, he walks on. Toward the rising streets and the high quiet hill that waits beyond. The lane begins to climb now, soft and slow and gentle. Away from the warm quarter, up toward the high places of the old city, where the rooftops fall away below. And the whole of Everwarm spreads out, soft and gold, in the gathering night. Elias climbs slowly. He always climbs slowly. His old legs know the way, every worn stone step, every gentle bend. He does not hurry. He breathes slow and steady and even. And we breathe with him, slow and soft, as we climb together into the quiet dark above. It waits upon the hillside, halfway up the slow stone climb. It stands beside an old wooden bench where those who climb may pause and rest and catch their breath and look back down upon the city far below. Elias pauses here. He always pauses. Not for the lamp alone, but for the view. He rests a moment by the old wooden bench. And he turns, and he looks back down upon the city he has lit. And oh, how soft it glows. All the lamps, strung out below in the gentle dark. 35 soft gold lights, scattered like fallen stars across the winding lanes. The flower seller's corner. The musician's square. The river with its long gold ribbon of light. The warm quarter, glowing soft and low. And all around them, the soft grey fog, turned amber in the gentle glow. Drifting slow across the sleeping roofs. This is what he has made, the Lamplighter. Out of the dark, a soft gold warmth. Out of the cold night, a gentle glow. One lamp, and then another, and then another still. Until the whole of the sleeping city rests warm and safe beneath its blanket of soft light. He sits a moment on the old wooden bench. He lets his old shoulders soften. He lets the long walk settle gently in his bones. And he looks and looks upon the warm gold city far below. There is a deep and quiet peace in him now. The peace of a long day's work, gently done. The peace of 1,000 evenings, each one given freely. Each one a small and quiet kindness, sent out into the dark. He does not think of weariness. He does not think of years. He thinks only of the soft gold light and the sleeping city, and the gentle warmth of a life spent lighting the way for others. He raises the pole, slow and easy from where he sits. The flame draws near to the 36th lamp's clouded glass, and it awakens, warm and soft and golden. And now the hillside glows too, one more soft light, high above the sleeping town. Elias rests a moment longer, and then, slowly, gently, he rises and turns and climbs on toward the very top. How far away the world feels now! How soft! How distant! The climbing lane, the gentle fog, the warm gold glow far below. It is all so quiet, so peaceful, so slow. Let yourself climb with him, soft and slow. Or do not climb at all, simply rest here, on the gentle hillside, wrapped in the warm gold glow. And let him climb on alone, into the quiet dark above. There is nothing you must do, nowhere you must go. You may simply rest and breathe and drift. The lane grows soft with grass now, near the top. The cobbles give way to gentle earth, cool and damp beneath his slow and certain steps. The fog thins, and through it, high above, the first soft stars appear. Silver and slow and quiet, scattered gentle across the deep blue dark. And there, at the very top of Lighthouse Hill, stands the last lamp of all. It is the oldest lamp in Everwarm. The tallest, the most weathered and the most worn. It has stood upon this hill for longer than anyone can say, watching over the whole of the city below through 1,000 gentle nights. This is the Lamplighter's lamp, the last one of the round, the high gold light that crowns the sleeping town. Elias comes to it slowly. He is tired now, a soft and gentle tired. The good kind, the kind that comes at the close of honest work. He rests a moment at the foot of the great old lamp, and he looks out across the whole of the soft gold city spread out beneath the gathering stars. This is his favorite moment. Of all the long round, of all the gentle evening, this is the one he loves the best. The whole city lit. The whole world soft and warm and golden. And the high quiet hill, and the gathering stars, and the slow cool air, and the deep and gentle peace. He thinks of them now, all the quiet souls below. The flower seller, with her soft blue cart. The boy who counted stars. The old musician, and his slow soft song. The fisherman, and the baker, and the keeper of 1,000 dreams. All of them gone now, and yet all of them still here. Still glowing, soft and gold, in the lamps along the lanes. Still warm. Still kind. Still lighting the way. For that is what a lamp is, the old lamplighter knows. Not just a light against the dark, but a memory kept warm. A kindness glowing on. A soft gold proof that those who came before, those who loved and worked and gave, are with us still in the warm and gentle glow of the long and quiet night. He raises the pole one final time. Slow and gentle and sure. The little flame, the same flame he has carried all the long evening through. The same flame, perhaps, that lamplighters have carried here for 100 years, draws near to the great old clouded glass. And the last lamp awakens. The glow blooms soft and warm and golden, high upon the hill. It grows and steadies and settles into a deep and even gold. And now all the lamps of Everwarm are lit. Every one. From the river to the rooftops, from the warm quarter to the high quiet hill. A whole city, soft and golden, glowing gentle in the dark. Beneath a sky of slow and silver stars? Elias lowers the pole. He looks out, long and slow, upon the warm gold world he has made. And softly, so softly, in the deep and gentle quiet, he smiles. Rest now. The lamps are lit. The city sleeps. And high upon the hill, the last lamplighter stands quiet in the soft gold glow. And the slow cool air, and the gathering of the gentle stars. There is nothing left to do. The work is gently done. And all the world is warm and soft and safe beneath the quiet light. Let yourself rest here in this soft gold peace. Let it hold you, warm and gentle, the way the lamplight holds the sleeping town. There is nowhere else to be. There is nothing else to do. There is only this, the soft gold glow, and the silver stars. And the deep and gentle quiet of the long and lovely night. The work is done now. All the lamps are lit, and the last lamplighter turns slow and soft and begins the gentle walk back home, down from the high quiet hill, down through the soft grass and the thinning fog, and the warm gold glow of all the waking lamps. He does not hurry. He never hurries. He walks the slow way down through the sleeping city, past all the soft gold lights, toward his own small home and his own warm chair by the gently glowing fire. Past the library he walks, its 1,000 stories resting safe. Past the baker's lane, soft with the memory of warm bread. Past the cold and quiet forge. Down and down, through the warm and sleeping streets. The lamps glow gentle as he passes. Each one warm. Each one soft. Each one a quiet kindness, glowing in the dark. He does not stop now. He only walks slow and easy and content through the soft gold world that he has made. How heavy your body is now. How warm. How soft. Sinking down and down into the deep and gentle quiet. There is nothing to hold, nothing to carry, nothing to do at all. Only to rest and to breathe and to drift softer and softer and softer still. Past the river he walks, its dark water carrying the gold light slowly downstream. Past the musician's quiet square where the soft notes seem to linger still. Past the star counter's stair. Past the flower seller's corner. All of them soft, all of them golden, all of them at peace. The fog grows thin. The night grows deep. And one by one, far off behind him, the lamps begin to soften. For the night is long, and even lamps must rest. They glow a little lower now, a little softer, a little more gentle, as the deep dark hours come. He comes at last to his own small lane, to the low wooden door, to the soft warm glow of the window, where the fire still burns gentle in the hearth. He lowers his head, and he steps inside, into the warmth, into the quiet, into the soft and gentle dark. He sets the lantern pole beside the door. He draws off his long worn coat and hangs it on its peg. And he settles, slow and easy, into the soft chair by the fire. The flames glow low and warm and gold. The kettle hums its soft low song. And the old lamplighter closes his eyes and rests. And far outside, across the sleeping city, the lamps glow softer and softer and softer still. The fog drifts slow across the quiet roofs. The river murmurs low. The stars will gentle overhead. And all the world, all the soft gold world, sinks deep and deeper into the quiet and the warm and the gentle dark. There is nothing left to do now. Nothing at all. The lamps are lit. The city sleeps. The lamplighter rests by his gentle fire. And you may rest too. Soft and warm and safe and held in the deep gold quiet of the night. Let go now. Let it all grow soft and dim and far away. Let the warm gold light fade slowly down. Let the gentle words drift slowly off. There is nothing more to hear, nothing more to do. Only the soft and the warm and the deep and the quiet. Rest now and sleep. The lamps are lit. The night is kind. And you are safe and warm and held in the soft gold quiet of the last warm city in all the gentle world. Sleep now and rest and drift softly away. Rest now, sleep now, drift softly away. Rest now, sleep now, there is nothing more to do. Rest now and sleep.